Welcome to another lesson in science in which we will understand more about the tiny, very minute organisms that we can't even see with our naked eye. And so we need a laboratory instrument called the microscope to even see them. Living world and classification of microbes. This is how microorganisms or microbes are classified. We have the eukaryotes, and you can see the eukaryotic cell. It has a nucleus, well-defined nucleus, which is enclosed by a nuclear membrane. The subdivisions of eukaryotes are protista, fungi, and algae. We also have prokaryotes, and if you can see, the big difference is that the nucleus is not enclosed in the nuclear membrane. It is just scattered all around the cell. And the subdivision is bacteria. We also have viruses which don't come under this classification, but they are a very important microorganism, and therefore we will be learning about them too. The first microorganism that we are going to learn about is small. Its size is 1 millimeter to about 10 millimeters. They are unicellular, meaning made up of one cell. They are independent or parasitic. Parasitic means they live in a host and take food from a host. Sometimes they have huge numbers and form colonies. They have prokaryotic cell with cell wall, but nucleus or cell organelles are absent. They reproduce by simple binary fission, that means breaking up into two. Okay. And in favorable conditions, they grow vigorously, very quickly, and can double their number in 20 minutes, as you can see here. So quickly they will, reproduce and double their numbers. We have these organisms which are called bacteria, and these are the different shapes in which bacteria are found. The next microorganism is again very small, approximately about 200 micrometers. They are found in soil, fresh water, seawater, or in the body of other organisms. They are pathogenic, meaning they can cause diseases. They are eukaryotic and unicellular. Eukaryotic meaning nucleus of the cell is well defined with a nuclear membrane around it. They reproduce by simple cell division, but these organisms show great variation or difference in cell structure, in their organs of locomotion, of movement, and of modes of nutrition. Now, this is one type of organism belonging to this group. This is another one. These are Paramecium and Amoeba. They live in dirty water, and all organisms of this group are called protozoans. They belong to the group called Protozoa. Some more protozoans. Amoeba histolytica. It causes amoebiasis. Plasmodium vivax causes malaria. And Euglena, which is autotrophic. It can make its own food. One more type of microorganism whose size is approximately 10 micrometers to 100 micrometers. Now, these are found on decaying or rotting organic matter, rotting fruits, vegetables, food, etc., and also on dead bodies of plants and animals. They are eukaryotic, again meaning nucleus has a nuclear membrane. Some are unicellular, but others are visible to the naked eye. You don't have to use a microscope. They absorb food from decaying or rotting organic matter, and hence they are called saprotrophic. They reproduce sexually and asexually by cell division or by budding. These are fungi, the microorganisms called fungi. And we have some examples here like baker's yeast, candida, and mushrooms. Coming to now a very tiny microorganism, approximately 10 nanometers to 100 nanometers. They are generally not considered as living organisms and are known as organisms at the edge of living and non-living. They are not considered living and they don't know where to put them, whether in the living or in non-living. They are extremely minute, that is 10 to 100 times smaller than bacteria, and cannot be seen by the microscope, a normal microscope, that is a compound microscope. You need a very, extremely well developed electron microscope to see them. They are found in the form of independent particles, a long molecule of DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, or RNA, which is ribonucleic acid, covered by a protein coat. And as you may have guessed, these are viruses. Okay, and you can see here the different types of virus. The one affecting us so badly at the moment, the coronavirus, retrovirus. We have the influenza virus, hantavirus, another dangerous virus, and so many other viruses. Viruses survive only in living plant and animal cells, and there they make their own proteins. Then with the help of the host cell, they create numerous replicas. So they use the host cell to live. They use the host cell to create numerous photocopies, exact similar copies of themselves. And then they destroy this host cell and they become free. These free viruses, they start infecting new cells. Okay, and so they are able to cause many diseases in plants and animals. You can see here this brown color structure of a virus of influenza, and the top one, that is the gray and red virus, is the dangerous coronavirus that is affecting the entire world today. So they are so minute, but they can cause very dangerous diseases.